You are walking through your life with a gavel in your hand. Every time something happens, you slam it down. You judge the moment immediately. This is good. This is bad. This is a disaster. This is a miracle. We are addicted to labeling our experiences before we have even lived them. You lose your job, and your mind instantly screams that your life is over. You meet a new person, and your mind instantly decides they are the answer to all your problems. We live on a roller coaster of high peaks and deep valleys, whipped around by events that we do not fully understand. It is exhausting to live this way, to be constantly tossed between hope and despair based on the breaking news of the present moment. We suffer because we believe we know the end of the story when we are only on the second page. We think we know what is good for us and what is bad for us, but the truth is much stranger and much quieter. The truth is that we do not know. We cannot know. There is a story that has been told in the East for thousands of years that cuts through this illusion of certainty. It is the story of an old farmer who lived near the border of the ancient empire. The farmer was poor, but he was not unhappy. He lived a simple life with his son, working the land. His most valuable possession was a beautiful white horse. It was a magnificent animal, strong and proud. The neighbors often told the farmer he was lucky to have such a beast. One day, the gate to the stable was left unlatched. The white horse ran away. It galloped past the fields and disappeared into the barbarian lands beyond the border. The neighbors came running to the farmer's house. They shook their heads in sympathy. "What terrible luck," they said. "Your only wealth is gone. Now you are ruined." The farmer looked at them calmly. He did not cry. He did not tear his clothes. He simply said, "Bad luck? Good luck? Maybe." The neighbors were confused. They thought the old man was in shock. Of course, it was bad luck. The horse was gone. A week passed. Then, one evening, a thundering sound was heard. The white horse returned. But it was not alone. It had found a herd of wild horses in the mountains, 12 strong and spirited stallions, and it had led them back to the farm. Now the farmer had not just one horse, but 13. The neighbors came running again. They were envious now. They cheered and clapped the old man on the back. "You were right," they said. "It wasn't bad luck at all. It was a blessing in disguise. What incredible luck you have! Now you are a rich man." The farmer looked at the horses, then at the neighbors. He did not smile. He did not boast. He simply said, "Good luck? Bad luck? Maybe." The neighbors went home muttering. They could not understand him. Why couldn't he see how great this was? The farmer's son began to train the wild horses. They were fierce and powerful. One afternoon, while trying to break a particularly wild stallion, the boy was thrown from its back. He fell hard against the rocky ground and shattered his leg. It was a gruesome injury. In those days, a broken leg meant a permanent limp. The son would never walk properly again. He could no longer help in the fields. The neighbors arrived with long faces. They brought food and condolences. "Oh, you poor man," they said. "You were right to be cautious. The horses were a curse after all. Now your son is crippled, and you must work alone in your old age. What terrible luck! The farmer sat by his son's bedside. He looked at the neighbors with the same steady gaze. He said, "Bad luck? Good luck? Maybe." The neighbors were angry now. How could he be so cold? His son was ruined. Surely this was a tragedy. A few weeks later, the empire went to war. The drums of the army beat in the village square. The emperor needed soldiers. The recruiters went from house to house, taking every able-bodied young man to fight in a bloody and distant campaign. It was a war from which few would return. The village was filled with the sound of weeping parents as their sons were marched away. But when the soldiers came to the farmer's house, they saw the son with his broken leg. He was useless to the army. They passed him by. The neighbors who had lost their sons came to the farmer, tears streaming down their faces. "You are the only one who kept his son," they said. "Our boys are gone, likely to die. Your son's broken leg saved his life. What good luck you have." And the farmer simply smiled and said, "Good luck? Bad luck? Who knows?" This story continues forever. It has no end. And that is the point. We are always standing in the middle of the farmer's field. We look at the horse running away and we scream, "Disaster!" We look at the horse returning and we scream, "Success!" But life is a flowing river, not a series of frozen ponds. One event flows into the next. What looks like a tragedy today is the necessary cause of a victory tomorrow. And what looks like a victory today may be the trap that leads to suffering next year. Think of the bad luck in your own life. Think of the breakup that felt like a knife in your heart. You lay in bed for weeks, convinced that your happiness was over. But because of that breakup, you moved to a new city, or you started going to the gym, or you met the person you are with now, whom you love deeply. If the bad luck of the breakup had not happened, the good luck of your present life would not exist. Think of the job you lost, the shame of being let go, the fear of not paying the bills. It was a nightmare. But perhaps that job was slowly killing your spirit. Perhaps losing it forced you to learn a new skill, or to start your own business, or to find a path that actually fits your soul. Was losing the job bad luck? At the time, yes. In the grand scheme, maybe not. The modern world demands that we have an opinion on everything instantly. We are trained to react. We see a headline and we are angry. We see a delayed flight and we are furious. We treat every inconvenience as a personal attack by the universe. But nature is not attacking you. Nature is simply unfolding. The storm that destroys a house also waters the fields that feed the village. The winter that kills the flowers also kills the pests that would destroy the harvest. Nature does not judge its own movements as good or bad. It just moves. When we adopt the mindset of the farmer, we are not becoming indifferent. We are not saying that pain doesn't hurt. When the son broke his leg, surely the farmer felt sadness. He cared for his boy. But he did not add the extra layer of suffering by creating a story about how life is unfair or this is the end. He dealt with the leg, but he did not judge the future. This is the art of suspension. It is the ability to pause your verdict. When chaos enters your life, instead of saying, "This is the worst thing that could happen." Try saying, "I do not know where this leads." Imagine how much weight would fall off your shoulders if you stopped pretending to be the screenwriter of your own life. You are not the screenwriter. You are the character. You do not know the plot twist that is coming on the next page. When you miss the train, do not curse. Maybe that train will be stuck in a tunnel for hours. Maybe standing on the platform gives you 10 minutes of silence you desperately needed. Maybe nothing happens at all, and you are just late. It is just an event. It has no color until you paint it with your judgment. There is a great freedom in the word maybe. It is a shield against the arrogance of the intellect. Our intellect thinks it can predict the future, but it is almost always wrong. We worry about things that never happen, and we are blindsided by things we never worried about. So, the next time the horse runs away, when the car breaks down, when the deal falls through, when the rejection letter comes, take a deep breath. Feel the disappointment. Acknowledge the frustration, but do not close the book. Do not write the end. Step back and look at the horizon. Remember the wild horses. Remember the broken leg. Remember the army. Say to yourself, "This has happened. That is all I know for sure." Is it good? Is it bad? We shall see. By doing this, you remain open. You remain fluid. You do not waste your energy fighting against reality. You save your strength for walking the path, wherever it may lead. You become like the farmer, steady, rooted, and ready for whatever the next season brings. The rain falls and the sun shines. The seasons change without asking for your permission. One leads to the other. Who are you to say which one is better? Who knows what is good? Who knows what is bad?